the one, the only, Ben Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun to Lean On. Today we're doing Orach Chai and Siman Reish Mem Vav as we continue Hilchos Shabbos. I want to talk today about really what it says in the first halacha over here. That when it comes to kalim, if you have utensils, let's say pots and pans or broom, dustpan, you want to give it to a non-Jew, you want to let him borrow it for Shabbos, or you want to rent it to them on Shabbos. You're allowed to rent it to them on Shabbos, as long as you rent it on Thursday. You can let him borrow it on a Friday. But renting looks more like you're getting money for it, so it looks sort of like you hired him to do malacha with it, which is a problem of Marasayan on Shlichus, right? Amir La'akum, which we said is previously a problem. The problem is you can't take, one of the other problems is that you can't take money for it. You can't take remuneration. If you rented it to him, you cannot take remuneration. I just rented for one Shabbos, you can't get paid for that. That's called Schar Shabbos. Schar Shabbos is a problem of getting paid for malacha on Shabbos. Now, the Gemara says that if it's done b'havla, for example, I rented to the non-Jew for a month, or a week, or a year, or a 7-year period, those are all examples in the Gemara. That's okay. Why is that okay? Because since I rented him for the entire week, so it doesn't look like I hired him to do malacha on Shabbos. I didn't hire him. It doesn't look like Amir La'akum. There's no Maras on Amir La'akum. But if I only told him, I only rented it for one Shabbos, and I take payment for that, it looks like Schar Shabbos. I can't take money. Now, we talked about the reason that you can't take money for these things is because even though there's no shlichus for a non-Jew, that's in terms of the non-Jew be acting as myself. He can't act as myself. But there's a second component of shlichus, where there's the totzah, right? I make a shliach, even I make a monkey a shliach to do something, he does it for me. The result goes back to me. I sent the monkey to do it. I sent a non-Jew. I'm not saying non-Jews are monkeys, but I'm saying a non-Jew halachically is considered distinct from a Jewish person. Even a woman or something like that who's not b'nei shlichus, they have this capability of being a shliach for the totzah, for the result. That what they did is attributed back to you. So therefore, if you don't get paid for it, you let them borrow it. So there's nothing coming back to you. But when money comes back to you, it's Schar Shabbos. So therefore, there's midoraisa, a problem. It's not Mir La'akum, it's not only the Rabbana. Mir La'akum is midorabbana when it comes to, I tell him, go take this kli outside into Rosh Hashanah. I'm not getting anything back from it. He's going and carrying. So Amir La'akum, that's derabbanan, because there's no shlichus midoraisa for an action. A maisa, it's not my action. Non-Jew does it for me, it's not my action. But it comes to the result, which is getting money, getting paid for Shabbos. That is a problem midoraisa, I believe. A problem Schar Shabbos is midoraisa. Like we've mentioned over here in the last week we talked about getting paid back is a problem, right? And here we have it's like shlichus. It's shlichus. You're getting paid for a malacha that was on a Shabbos with your kalim. That's a problem. Schar Shabbos is doraisa, and the Gemara says the only time it's mutter is b'havla. Why is havla mutter? Havla, if you get paid for, you rented it for an entire week, or an entire month, or an entire year. So then, even though during the week one of the days is Shabbos, it's havla. It's mixed in. Why is havla? So if you say Schar Shabbos derabbanan and havla is mutter, the reason havla, when it's all mixed into one payment, is mutter, because it doesn't look like you got paid for Shabbos because you got paid for the entire week. But if Schar Shabbos is doraisa, how does havla exactly work? And I believe the reason it works, havla, you get paid for the entire month, is the same reason that kablanus technically is okay. If I tell someone, a seamstress, go make pants for me or something like that, so and do it whenever is good for you. So they do it adaita de nafshe. They're not doing it out of shlichus to me. Same thing over here when I rented them for a month, right? So it's sort of they're acting on their own accord. It's by them for a month. It's by them for a week. It's in their rishus. It's not attributed back to me. But when I do it for one Shabbos, and I want to add a chumrah. A lot of people rely on a kula, I believe. That Schar Shabbos is not okay. Let's say people take money to lane on Shabbos. I used to do it when I was younger. So people say you can take money for getting laning on Shabbos because you had to prepare the laning before Shabbos, right? And maybe sometimes people will add a job on after Shabbos to do that. I don't believe that's good enough. I believe, like the Gemara says specifically, it has to be a week, at least a period of a week or a period of a month, where it's very different than one day. One day, 1.5 days is basically the same thing as one day. It's basically getting paid for Shabbos. It's basically making a shliach to get paid for Shabbos. If it's a unit of time, a week is a unit of time, a month is a unit of time. I think the Gemara says a unit of time. I'm not even sure if a week and a half is okay. It has to be a unit of time. If it's a unit of time, then it's considered the non-Jew is doing it on his own accord. He's not doing it for you. Yes, he's renting it for a month, and you're getting paid for that, but it's in his reshus for a month. It's his reshus for a week. So it's not attributed back to you. However, if it's only for a day and a half, it is attributed back to you. That would be a chumrah that Schar Shabbos would apply. Even if it's a little more, even if you prepared before Shabbos or you do some cleanup after Shabbos, it could be there's a problem with Schar Shabbos. We believe Schar Shabbos is actually D'Oraisa based on what we explained last week. There is Shlichus D'Oraisa for a non-Jew when something comes back to you because the money comes back to you and the work is attributed to you retroactively. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.